Yo, what's going on, guys? Yandere Gogeta here. Been a very long time since I just sat down and talked to y'all like this, but I figured I would bring it back for this discussion we're having today. And the discussion we are going to have today is how I feel about the episode Aigis DLC, the things we've seen so far, just a bunch of stuff regarding it leading up to the release. It releases on September 10th, less than a month away, which is just insane, dude. Like, time has been going by way too fast, but yeah, today we're just going to have a nice discussion. I'm not going to have a script. I have some notes laid out right here in front of me, and that's it. No script, just raw, unfiltered Yandere Gogeta talking to you. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this type of video, just let me know. I would love to do more stuff like this. It saves me from needing to write multiple pages of analysis and, you know, how I feel. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. If you guys enjoy this, just, yeah, again, let me know if you like it. The first and most important thing we need to talk about is the story. The story of the answer is a very divided one from people who played S.E.E.S anyway. If you have not played it yet, then I'm not going to spoil it, don't worry. I'm just going to say it's a bit divisive because the way it tackled the narrative after the events of the journey. So, me personally, I think the answer was perfect. I think in terms of what it needed to do as a, you know, an epilogue to the Persona 3 narrative, it could not have been done better. Because if you know the ending of the journey with how that ends and, you know, what happens, I'm not going to spoil it, the characters go through something like unforgettable. It's going to change their life forever. So out of any other cast, Persona 1, Persona 3, 4, 5, all the spin-offs, everything, out of any other title in this whole franchise, Persona 3 is the one where I'm like, okay, I need to know what happens to these characters after the events of the main game. So when the answer came out, or like not when it came out, but when I played the answer, I was like, yes, this is exactly what I'm looking for. This is the perfect narrative that I was looking for. So honest to God, y'all, if they keep episode Aigis the exact same, just the same exact narrative and everything, we're good. I'm good. I am going to be happy because, like I said, I think it was perfect. No matter what people say about Yukari, about the, you know, the one discussion that if you've played S.E.E.S, you know what I'm talking about. I don't care about any of that. I think it was all perfectly done. It's one of my favorite parts of any Persona game, narrative-wise. So yeah, if they just keep it the same, we'll be good. But we know they're not keeping it entirely the same. They're adding the hangout events and stuff like that from the main journey with reloads, you know, linked episodes and stuff like that. The hangout events are something I'm actually pretty interested in because Aigis in the answer is like a completely different character than she is in the journey. Obviously, that's why she's the protagonist. So the way she interacts with, you know, Metis, Akihiko, Ken, Fuka, Yukari, Mitsuru, Ken, just everyone. I hope I didn't miss someone. That's going to be really interesting to see because we didn't get to see that much in the original The Answer storyline. It was mainly go through, you know, the main dungeon, see the main story events, and, you know, just progress it that way. It honestly functioned very similar to like the older Persona games because I played Persona 1 a few months ago, and honestly it kind of functioned in a similar way to that. It's not like the exact same game or anything, obviously, but just kind of like this way the game and everything was structured. It's kind of similar to that. From what we've seen, I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with the story because it looks like they're keeping it like basically the same, but just adding the hangout events and stuff like that, which will really help with the pacing of the answer because the pacing was something that really lacked in the original answer. It was by far the weakest part of the entire like storyline. So if they address that, then I mean, we're good. The other thing that I'm really looking forward to is that all of the flashbacks to like the past are animated now. In the original game, S.E.E.S, they were all in game and it was just like, you know, basically you're just watching it like any other old scene. But these ones are actual anime cutscenes that they made specifically for the flashbacks. I can't say what's in the flashbacks because I don't want to spoil it, but all I'm saying is these flashbacks, not only do they just look amazing how they're animated, like seriously, like just take a look at like this screenshot on screen. Beautiful. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But if they can, you know, make it so the characters' flashbacks are properly represented, they don't cut anything they don't need to out of these animated cutscenes, then we're good. Like, honest to God, y'all, this fly is pissing me off. I don't know if y'all can see if this fly is pissing me off. Anyway, besides that fly pissing me off, the cutscenes look beautiful. Like, they look absolutely jaw-dropping. So I'm genuinely looking forward to that. Out of anything else, straight up, out of anything, the gameplay, the music, whatever, which we're going to get to all that, just the cutscenes are going to be just such a nice breath of fresh air from the answer. So I am seriously looking forward to the story. I don't have nothing else to say besides that, but the story is looking good. So I just talked about the gameplay a little bit. The gameplay in the original answer, y'all. I'm just going to talk about the gameplay for a second. That shit was trash, dude. That shit was god awful, dude. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to sugarcoat it like, oh, it was okay, you know, like, no. Honestly, y'all, I played Persona 1. Like I said, I would play Persona 1 over the answer any day of the week, dude. The answer was dog shit gameplay wise. Now, let me explain why I think that. The reason I think that is no compendium. The pacing was lackluster, like I mentioned during the story section. So you're spending so much time in this dungeon and the gameplay isn't that good. And besides even like not having the compendium and, you know, whatever, the enemies in the answer were deliberately designed to piss you off. They had, the shadows would have dodge skills. So if they were weak to ice, they would have dodge ice. If they were weak to electricity, they would have dodge electricity. So this just made it annoying as hell to try to hit them because they would just dodge everything. And the answer is a good bit harder than, you know, the main journey storyline. So if they dodge an attack, they're gonna target your weakness. Like, you are getting targeted and you are probably gonna die. At least someone's gonna die probably. Now you could say, oh, skill issue, blah, blah, blah. Like, look, maybe it was, but this is just my personal experience. I think it was just annoying. So hopefully with the combination of the hangout events and hopefully they revamp the Abyss of Time as a whole with like the boss fights and just overall just improve it. Hopefully the gameplay section will be good, because the fact that you can control your party members and the fact that theurgies are in the game, that automatically is just going to make it more fun for me personally. Some people like the controllable party members. Me personally, I do not. I'm just going to be honest. I do not like that. I want to have full control of my party. So Reload in that regard is just going to be more fun to play, period. Especially with the theurgies. The theurgies are like one of my favorite things in the entire series. So yeah, gameplay was dog shit, but Reload is looking a lot better just so far from what we've seen, but we have not seen if they've addressed like the enemies having dodge skills and stuff like that. I don't necessarily mind if they still have it, but I just hope it's balanced. Like, I don't know, maybe like a theurgy. Well, the fact that theurgy, you know, you can't dodge it and it nullifies resistances. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I actually don't know how they're gonna balance that, because even if they have dodge, you're just gonna fuck them up. So maybe if they have dodge skills, it won't even matter in this game. So honestly, yeah, just keep it. Sure. I just solved my problem right there. But yeah, gameplay is looking pretty good. Metis' theurgy looks sick. So yeah, in that regard, gameplay wise, I'm not feeling too worried. I'm feeling pretty good actually. This next topic I'm going over kind of goes with the story, but the other thing I'm kind of looking forward to is the voice direction, because just from the trailers we've seen, Aigis and Yukari sound a good bit different than they did in the original answer. Yukari in the original answer is kind of like renowned as being like bitchy or annoying, but this one in Reload kind of sounds like dead inside, if you ask me personally. Like, she sounds just defeated, just dead inside, just sad. And if you know the story of the answer, like, that's pretty fitting. But yeah, the voice direction, I'm looking forward to seeing like how the other characters are during certain moments, like Junpei, Akihiko, you know, during certain sections of the story, especially during the flashbacks and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to seeing the voice direction. I don't have too much more to say than that, other than it seems a little bit different, but I'm cautiously optimistic. Actually, I'm not even cautiously optimistic. I'm just optimistic. It's gonna be good. And honestly, the only other thing I want to talk about right off the top of my head is the music, because the music, dude, I mean, Persona music is just fire. Like, we all know this. Persona is literally one of the most famous series of all time for the music. You look up Last Surprise, you look up Color Your Night, you look up The Whims of Fate, look up Heartbeat, Heartbreak. Like, I could go on and on. These have millions of views, like all over the place, just millions and millions, over hundreds, maybe, or up to 1,000 songs. Like I said in the facts video, we're good. But I was like, okay, they have It's Going Down now. That's the new battle theme from Persona 3 Reload. How in the hell are they going to top that? Now, if you ask me personally, I think they top that shit with Don't. I was listening to Don't. I got that recommended to me today, and I just woke up and I was like, dude, baby. Oh my god, dude, it's just so good, y'all. I had that song on repeat for like 2 hours, and that song is why I just wanted to sit down and just talk about the DLC, honestly. So all I had to hear was Don't. I didn't even listen to Heartful Cry, the Reload version of that, nothing. Just listen to Don't, and I know we're good in the music department. So we are eating. So yeah, honestly, other than that, I've talked about all I want to talk about. The notes I have here, I talked about the story, gameplay, the dungeon, hangout events, the voice direction, and the music. So these 6 things are the reason I am personally very excited for episode Aigis. I'll be honest, when they announced it with the expansion pass, I was like, man, like $35, and it was already in FES. Maybe this ain't gonna be worth it. But with the stuff we've seen, the music and everything I've talked about, I'm actually feeling convinced. Like, I'm like, yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for out of this. So hopefully Atlus can knock it out of the park. I'm really looking forward to making content for this game. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say for today. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to comment. Let me know if you like this format. I really do like just doing this, sitting down in front of the camera, talking to y'all more intimately. You get to see like more of how I am as a person instead of me, trying to be more professional. I want to be more open with you guys, you know what I mean? So I'm going to try to stray away a little bit from the script writing. I'm still going to do that for like the analysis videos and stuff like that. But if you do enjoy this type of video, please let me know. I need your feedback to know if I should keep doing this or if I should just stick with the script and keep everything professional. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Other than that, yeah, I've said all I want to say. I hope you all have a fantastic day. It's been your boy Yandere Gogeta, and I will see you on the next video. Peace out, everybody, and have a great day.